Welcome to Commanders Daily, everybody. I'm Bob Matthews. This is your one-stop shop for everything going on with the local 53. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss a minute of it. Top story of the day, and this is as we get ready for OTAs next week. The NFL owners' meetings are getting underway this week, and a couple of interesting topics here, and they, have a little bit of a tie to the Commanders, and that is that they are seriously considering doing away with the tush push. That would be a pretty big deal, especially since, as we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Commanders' division rival, is probably the gold standard when it comes to that. According to Ian Rappaport and a couple other reports out there, last time around during the winter meetings, the vote was 16-16 on the tush push, keeping or eliminating it. If owners want to eliminate it, they got to get 24 votes for that. So we'll see what happens. You ask me, I think it'll probably still be in there, but I've seen stranger things happen. Maybe eight owners have kind of flipped their opinion on it. Playoff format could be changing too, and basically what would happen here is that it's not going to matter whether you win your division or not when it comes to home field advantage on Wild Card Weekend. It's going to be all about who has the better record. I get what they're doing with this. Obviously, it's easy to tell. It's to keep a 9-8 or 8-9 team from having a home game if there's a wild card team out there that's won 12 or 13 games. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'd like to keep it the way it is right now. Number one, the playoff format's not broke, so why do you want to fix it? Number two, the division is what the division is. If you're just lucky enough to be in a weak division, we saw this last year with Tampa. They won at 9-8. We saw it with the Commanders back in 2020 when they won a pitiful NFC East at 7-9. But hey, if that happens, it happens. And it's just one of those things. Everybody's got a chance to get either a first-round home game or a bye. Just go out and win your division, take care of business. So it'll be interesting to see if that one is revised as well. They're also talking about maybe tweaking the onside kick rules under the proposal that's out there right now that they'd vote on. A team could declare an onside kick at any point in the game as long as they're behind. It would also allow the players on the kicking team to line up a yard closer, give them a little bit better chance to recover an onside kick. You know how it is now. No running start. It's almost impossible to recover an onside kick. So we'll see what happens there. The other little bit of news that it looks like is going to come to fruition is that NFL players are going to be allowed to participate in flag football in the 2028 Olympics in LA. Again, from an owner's point of view, that's a really smart move because why? Well, it's more exposure on a global scale for their league. The biggest rule is that only one player per NFL team is going to be allowed to participate because obviously what coaches would be worried about is, oh yeah, that's great. They're going to go out, their star players are going to go out there, especially their skill position players, and blow out a knee, and then you're screwed for the year coming up. So it's one player per team. Hey, I think Jaden Daniels might be in contention to be Team USA's starting quarterback. I think that is definitely possible. So again, league meetings this week. We will keep you up to date on everything that is going on. One guy that, when it comes to the tush push, would be happy to see it go is Frankie Louvu. If you didn't hear his comments earlier in the week, Louvu is all about seeing the tush push go away. And, you remember that, in the NFC Championship game, even though it didn't matter at that point, Louvu was the one that kept flying over the top of the line, trying to time the snap, and had Sean Hockley, the ref, saying if they do that again, they're just going to award Philly a score. He said in an interview on Good Morning Football earlier this week, my personal opinion, I think they should ban it, but I know the argument's going to be about, hey, you guys have to stop it, don't get us in short yardage. He called it a kind of a cheapo play, pretty much like a scrum in rugby, and he's right. I think the big issue is, do you think it's a football play or not? And while it's, within the rules now, is it manipulating and bending the rules so much that there isn't a chance to stop it? And I'd be fine with them outlawing it. If you can't quarterback sneak it, do away with it. I think probably you're going to have some sort of a rule come about that says, you can't push or pull a ball carrier at the line of scrimmage, something like that. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to see that at all. But again, they need 8. You need 8 more owners to decide that they like this idea. Otherwise, it's going to stay. You need 24 owners to change a rule. Like we say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Question remains if this one is broke or not. This one I'd like to see go the playoff format. I say keep it where it is. There is a free agent running back that folks are talking about out there that could be possibly, or at least being discussed, coming to Washington, and J.K. Dobbins. Don't know if you caught this on the interwebs this week. I question whether that one is going to happen or not. I think that's more just kind of off-season talk and off-season clickbait. Hey, Dobbins had a great year for the Chargers last year, career year actually, and I'm really surprised that he's unsigned. But at this point, I don't think that the Commanders are going to be kicking the tires on him. I just don't think that they need him. Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson Jr. are going to get the majority of the carries, and Ja'Cory Croxett-Merritt is somebody that the coaches are saying right now that they are very, very high on. They think they got a steal with him. He was very, very productive year before last in 2024, and just basically because of eligibility rules and stuff, wasn't able to play in 2025. They are saying that they think they have got a steal with him. Remains to be seen, and we'll find out once he gets on the practice field. Finally, before we get out of here, don't forget, feel free to comment on this and anything else that we talk about on the show here. If you do, we will read your comments here coming up in the next couple of days. Hey, who knows? Maybe it'll spark some spicy debate. But we appreciate those of you that have already commented, and coming up tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week, going to be reading some of those comments. I really do appreciate it, and I thank you for doing that, and we will get into it later in the week. It's going to do it for us. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And remember, like the wise man once said, if you're on your bike tonight, as always, do wear white.